Hello and welcome, I'm your number one introvert, and this is Introvert Says, which is just basically my ranting show on my channel. I don't really have another name for it though. So anyway, I've been wondering what to do with this kind of Introvert Says idea, because I was always thinking, I'll do like some serious stuff and I'll talk about what's going on in the world. And then I was like, nah, but like I can talk about personal stuff and that'd be pretty cool. And then I was like, let's not do that. So then I decided to go another way and just have like really, really nerdy rants on this, because that's one of the ideas I originally had for this channel, was just to be my nerdy rant channel, so I could just shout about things I didn't really understand or things I didn't really like. So I'm going to kick this off by talking about a superhero that I'm not really fond of and I freaking hate down to the base, and it's Cyclops. It's just Cyclops. Like, someone brought this up to me the other day and they were talking about how badass Cyclops is in like movies and television and how awesome he is. And I'm like, he's really not though. Like, he's so douchey as a character. I just don't like him. It's so many things wrong with him. I mean, first off, like, your power, pretty much just them power beams still, that everyone thinks are laser beams, but they're really not. They're just concussive forces of plasma flying out your eyes that you can't really control unless you wear a special visor or glasses all the time. And that's like, come on, that's, wow, that kind of sucks. Also, his family tree is the most confusing thing I've ever heard of. I mean, before him and after him. I mean, your dad's a space pirate, your mom died, you have two brothers that you didn't really know about, Alex, and I can't remember the other one's name, but I know that he's Vulcan, freaking an Omega level mutant, and you and your brother are just like, they're like alpha level mutants. And it's kind of like, what the hell? And then your future timeline with Jean Grey or Madeline Pryor or whoever the he hits up with at one point or another. Seriously, this dude has a thing for psychic chicks. That's another thing. Like, why? Do you just have a thing for girls who can invasively go in your brain and tell if you think their friends are hot? What's going on? What? I don't get it. So you have Rachel Gray's the Phoenix, who like they gave away to this weird future tribe place and then had to raise through time travel. And then you have Nate Gray, otherwise known as Cable, who is Scott and Madeline Pryor's son in a different timeline, and he was raised in the future, not by his mom, not by his dad, by like some technopathic people, and he has like the technovirus, and it's like, what the is going on here? Can you not just have normal children in a normal timeline, like, phase? No, you can't. And then you have a granddaughter who's not actually your granddaughter, who your son stole from the present, took to the future, raised, and then came back in time and said, oh, this is my daughter. She's not really your daughter. But no, you just freaking kidnapped her from like a hospital and then just said, yeah, she's my daughter now. No, she has grandparents. There are people who care about her. What the hell are you doing, Cable? Doesn't make any sense. But then again, you weren't really raised by your actual parents, so it makes total sense. And my final straw, like the final tip in this hat that pissed me off more than anything else about Cyclops: Avengers vs. X-Men. Avengers vs. X-Men. Don't get me started on this shit. First off, this guy wants to be up in here like he's the ultimate crusader for mutant kind. But then the Phoenix is coming, you're thinking restoration, the rest of the world is thinking of Jean Grey and what she did and how she almost destroyed the world. They are thinking, crap, we're in trouble. So of course they're going to react and be like, we need to take Hope in, not in a mean way, but we just, like, we want to keep her safe, away from the Phoenix. You had your own agenda, and then when it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, you took the power for yourself? Like, dude, I don't know what the hell made him think that he could control the Phoenix Force when his ex-girlfriend Jean Grey, who is an Omega level telepath on the same level as Charles Xavier, couldn't. But you can, with your stupid alpha level laser eye beams. Of course, you're so powerful. I can understand why you thought you're a jackass with an ego trip who decided, yeah, I can do anything I want. And another thing is Children's Crusade. If you've ever heard of Children's Crusade, it's basically a storyline that brings Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, back into the timeline after House of M. And it's like this story arc where her two kind of kids, Wiccan and Speed, go after her. And it appears that Wanda still has the power to give mutants back their abilities. She tries it on Richter and it works. And then they're like, oh my god, you can go around to mutants and give them back their abilities. The ones that want their abilities, the ones that don't, or the ones that shouldn't have their abilities, you just don't give it back to. And I'm like, that's genius. Because then people have the right to live the life they want to live. And if they want their powers, they can. But then Cyclops appears and he's like, no, she's got to come into custody with us because she's a danger to mutant kind. I don't care if she can cure our nation. I don't care if she can bring us all back. Nah, I don't want to hear. Just because she did something personal against you, you have to be like, nah, she's got to go to jail. Don't care. But she can help your nation. I don't understand why you're being such a freaking ass about it. It makes no sense. And you know what? I'm glad he died in Secret Wars. If you don't know that, I'm sorry, it's a spoiler. But I'm so glad that Doom just took him and cracked his neck because I thought he so needed it. Look at you using the Phoenix Force like it's just your power. You don't deserve it. You can't control it. You've already displayed that when you killed Professor X. You killed Professor X. Charles Xavier. I mean, the hero of humankind. You killed him with your stupid rage, and then you don't... It just irritates me so much. I just hate him. I hate Cyclops. I hate him. And I'm so glad he's dead. I hope he stays dead. Seriously. And I just... Scott Summers. Oh, sorry, I got a bit heated there, but... There you have it, my little rant on Cyclops and what I really think of him. He's such a douchey character, and I don't care if he's good looking or whatever. Just so boring. So boring, so annoying. Hey, if you have any other opinions on Cyclops or any other heroes that you want me to rant about, like, silly little things like, why is her power that, or why is this a thing? Anyway, if you like this video, just, hit like button, or give me a share, or, subscribe to the channel if you're feeling generous. I've been Karen Hammond. Catch you on the flip.